this video, let us study about the inductor. So inductor is nothing but it is a passive element that opposes the change in the current flow. So when current starts to flow through inductor, magnetic field is produced, and that changing magnetic field, it will be inducing EMF or the voltage that is directly proportional to the rate of change in current. So if I consider this inductor and I am applying a varying voltage V of t, okay, so this is nothing but alternating voltage is applied V of t. This is L, inductor L, okay, and the current flowing is also time varying. Now what happens, it is like V of t is directly, that is voltage across the inductor is directly proportional to the rate of change in current, So if I remove this proportionality sign, we are going to get a proportionality constant, and that is equal to inductance, which is measured in Henry, dit divided by dt. So this is one formula, you have to remember it, okay. Then if we know the voltage and if we know the inductance, we have to find the current now. So that will be, see, I will bring this to denominator here, V of t, and here we have dit divided by dt. Now integrating it with respect to t, okay, so dt into dt, I am going to integrate now. These two gets cancelled, so 1 into dit, it is nothing but it is of the form 1 into dt, that is equal to t, right. So 1 into dit, that will be equal to it, right, dit will be equal to it. So that is equal to I of t, that is equal to 1 by L integration minus infinity to t V of t dt. So this is another formula. Second one. Okay. So when V of t is known, when L is known, you can find out the I of t. So what is the power then? P of t, that is equal to Vt into It. So Vt is nothing but L dit divided by dt, then It, right, P of t. And we also know that power is nothing but it is the rate of doing work, integrating on both the sides. Okay, you will get this as W. This can also be considered as energy. So P of t dt, instead of P of t, now I will write this L it dit dt into dt. So this is cancelled. So t into dt, that will be equal to t square by 2. Similarly, it is it. If it is dit, then it will be I square t divided by 2. So this can be written as Li square t divided by 2, that is equal to E. So we can say the energy stored in the inductor is half Li square. This is also an important formula now. Third one, which is very important. Okay. So now let us consider inductors in series. Or before that, let us consider what happens like if the constant current source is connected to an inductor. So this is a current source. Here we have an inductor. So let us consider that this current source is delivering a current of 2 amperes and the value of inductor is 2 Henry. Then what happens? See the constant current. So if I consider this formula dit by dt, right? So what is the value of current? It is not time varying, it is constant. D by dt, we can consider this as 2. So differentiation of a constant, that will be equal to 0. Okay. So V of t will be equal to 0. That means this is the condition for short circuit, right? For short circuit, we have resistance is equal to 0, voltage also equal to 0, and enormous current flows. So short circuit condition is V of t is equal to 0. So the inductor with the constant current, it behaves as a short circuit. So now we consider a voltage source V. We will consider a constant voltage source V. Now if it is connected to a 2 Henry inductor, let us consider this as 5 volts. Now the current I is flowing here. So what happens in this case? Okay, we will consider this formula. You know, V of t, now it is not time varying. So 5 divided by L, that is equal to di divided by dt. So that is equal to 2.5. That means it has a constant slope. This is a constant slope. That is current with the constant slope, that is equal to 2.5, that is ampere per second. Ampere per second. So if we draw characteristics, that is I versus t, then you will get a line, straight line, which is having a constant slope. So y by x will be always equal to 2.5. Okay. So this is like when the constant voltage source is connected to the inductor. Now let us consider inductors in series. Let us consider the current I that is flowing here. This is L1, L2, L3. Let us connect it to the voltage V. Voltage V. So here there will be voltage drop V1. Here it is V2. And the voltage drop across this will be V3. And the same current is flowing through all the inductors because this is the series combination. And there is only one path for the current flow. So this is V. So we can consider V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3, right? It is the sum of the voltage drops across the inductors. And the current I1 will be equal to I2 will be equal to I3, that will be equal to I. That means the same current flows through the inductors. So we will find it out now. See, this one I can replace with the equivalent inductance, L equivalent. And here there is a voltage V. This is I. This is L equivalent. So we can also write this as V is equal to L equivalent into di by dt. So we will consider this now. L equivalent di by dt, that is equal to V1 is nothing but L1 di by dt plus L2 di by dt plus L3 di by dt. So taking di by dt common, it will be L1 plus L2 plus L3. So this di by dt gets cancelled. So L equivalent is equal to L1 plus L2 plus L3. This is similar to the resistors connected in series where R equivalent was equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So here also the L equivalent is greater than the greatest inductance which is present here. So similarly, let us consider the inductors in parallel. That means current has multiple paths to flow now. So the inductors are connected end to end such that there will be multiple paths for the current to flow. So let us consider 3 inductors connected in parallel. Voltage V is applied here and the current flowing will be I. Here the current divides, okay, that is I1, I2, I3. But in parallel combination, the voltage across the elements will be same. So V1 will be equal to V2, that will be equal to V3, that will be equal to V. So now the current division takes place. So I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. And you know the formula for I, that is equal to 1 by L integration V dt. So here also it is equivalent is replacing this with the equivalent. Okay, that is voltage V, this is L equivalent, this is current I. So that is equal to 1 by L equivalent integration V dt. This is 1 by L1 integration V dt plus 1 by L2 integration V dt plus 1 by L3 integration V dt. Why V dt? Because the voltage drops will be equal. Now taking integration V dt common, what will be left with inside the brackets? L1 plus 1 by L1 plus 1 by L2 plus 1 by L3. So cancelling these two, we will get 1 by L equivalent, that is equal to 1 by L1 plus 1 by L2 plus 1 by L3. This is for parallel combination. This is similar to the resistors connected in parallel, and here it will be lesser than the least value of the inductance. Okay, so this is the parallel combination of the inductors.